I'm rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Something, something rolling. Rawhide.
Ooh, yeah. Checking the mic.
All right.
Checking the mic. Okay.
Ready?
Welcome back to the Chaos at the Coffee Shop podcast.
Ooh, here it is. Here it is.
Yep.
The Chaos
gonna make
at
a
the
song
Coffee Shop
today.
podcast. Yes, every couple episodes, I feel like we have to reiterate that we make songs on this podcast.
Mm-hmm. Last time we made a mildly funny song.
And it was certifiably mildly funny.
Yeah. And maybe this time we'll make a very funny song. Or maybe it won't even be a song.
It could be anything. I mean, this is another one of those times where I don't know what we're doing.
Okay, but I know what we're doing.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
Well, fill me in, D-Hay.
I had this idea. You know how there are all these songs that you hear on the radio, classic rock 94.7.
Yeah.
And, you turn on the radio and you hear these like classics and they'll never go off the radio. They're here for good.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about
those classic
Benatar.
songs. I'm talking about, Pat Benatar and
Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
And Led Zeppelin.
AC/DC. We can just keep naming bands.
Yeah. So they did their songs and then they all like died or something.
Yeah, they're all dead.
So that they're not making songs anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Except for AC/DC, which is, I do know for a fact they are making songs. So I want to put that.
But they're not making
the
classics anymore.
AC/DC. But everybody else is dead and they can't make songs anymore. But they did their songs and they were great and they'll live on in our hearts forever. But I think that they can be made better.
So you want to expand on classics that already exist?
Yeah, I'm thinking we can take a classic song and just improve on every aspect of it and make an even better song.
That's a great idea.
Because you have to think, like, nothing's perfect, right? Even those old songs that we love to listen to, like Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah, not perfect.
Or Bohemian Rhapsody.
Not perfect.
It's not a perfect song. Like, they messed up a little bit. Of
course.
There's a waveform in there that's a little bit too big somewhere.
They just got lazy. They were in the studio and the engineer was like, guys, that waveform was too big, too fat, too girthy, not good. Mm-hmm. And fucking Freddie Mercury, the lazy piece of shit that he was, let it slip. I'm sorry, I just went off on a bit of a tangent.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been that harsh to Fred, but what you were saying is absolutely right. And it's like maybe their song needs an extra verse. Maybe it needs like a little rap part because they didn't have that technology back in the day. They had to sing everything. So they didn't have
rapping technology.
They didn't have rap technology. They didn't have like dubstep technology.
No, they didn't.
Or they weren't able to like go on YouTube and like search for like a big like explosion sound and go like and have that be in there.
So what you're talking more about modernizing classics, not like not necessarily improving upon them, but
I guess I don't want to, a little bit. I think it's more important to improve on them, but the fact that we have all these new technologies,
we do have more tools at our disposal than they had when they were initially creating them. Right.
So like it's not their fault, but they didn't have everything that they could have to make a perfect song. So whatever they did was inherently flawed.
Yeah, they was doomed from the start. But now that we're at the peak of music technology,
right,
we can really make it win.
Yeah, it's not going to get like much better than this. I mean, we've kind of found all the sounds out there.
Yeah, I think you're right. There can't be more sounds than what I have in my computer right now. So I mean, I love it, honestly. I think it's going to upset people. I think that's a good thing. I think that people need to be upset, seek discomfort. These people get too comfortable with their classic rock songs, and they're not ready to accept that they could have been better. These songs could have been great.
And that's what we're gonna. It's what we're gonna do. Like, you won't be able to go back to these old songs once you've heard our hot new songs.
Well, so you keep going plural on me. How many songs are we gonna do?
Maybe we should just stick to one song this time. Well, okay, let's stick to the best song. What do you think the best song ever is by today's standards?
That's a hard call, but it's gotta be Barracuda.
That's what I was thinking too.
I knew it was.
It's gotta be Barracuda. Because no other song is about a fish.
Dude, I can't. There's no other good, like, classic rock song about a fish. Named after a fish, involving fish. And think about, there's that one part that's just like, ooh, Barracuda.
Right. And that's the first and last time that sound, the Barracuda, that sound like ever got used.
You know what strikes me about that song, actually? If I could just cut you off for a second.
Right, cut me off.
There are no Barracuda sounds in that song. This is a little known fact.
Why
Barracudas are very talkative fish.
Right.
And
what do they sound like?
What do Barracuda sound like?
Yeah,
I'll drop a sample.
I know you do.
Oh, you want me to do my Barracuda impression?
Yeah, right.
Okay, well, they're very teethy fish, and they like to be like, basically the whole time. If you swim underwater in a river where Barracuda are at, that's all you can hear.
And yeah, like when I'm listening to Heart's Barracuda, I don't feel like I'm immersed in water swimming with the majestic fishies,
Well, dude, okay.
Like, I just feel like I'm in a studio listening to the singer,
which is another
the fish.
Another common misconception about Barracuda is they're not a violent, dangerous fish. They're majestic. They're sensual even.
Oh,
that's what. So it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a guitar going like dum 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 dum, like, you're not getting that sensual Barracuda effect.
It shouldn't be an electric guitar. It should be like a harp.
Yeah.
It should be like something. I want this to feel like I'm like in a bathhouse in ancient Greece. I don't want it to be like ooh, Barracuda. I want it to be like, oh.
Yeah, because their scales are good for your skin.
They are.
You rub them all up on you.
They're such a misunderstood animal, much like the wolf. They are mistreated based on stereotypes.
And I like what you said. It's like, ooh, Barracuda. You know? It's like, that's how it should have sounded.
That's how it should have sounded. And maybe that's what Hart intended. And then they got sucked into the corporate scheme of music making. The record company was like, this isn't going to have it. You can't write a sensual song about this mean fish.
Yeah, but we'll never know.
Yeah, it's because they're dead now. They're all dead now.
Because they're dead now, and I'm sure that's true.
We can't ask, and we certainly can't look it up.
Nope. But yeah.
So I think it's up to us to right the wrongs that record company, they never intended to write a violent, angry song about this beautiful, kind, sensual fish.
Yeah, I'm thinking we just, we'll basically take everything about this song and change it to make it better. So we'll keep the lyrics that deserve to be there, like, ooh, Barracuda.
Yeah.
Because, obviously that's necessary. But I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that's not quite needed.
So do you have the lyrics to Heart's Barracuda right in front of you? And that's another good tell that this was not what they intended. Is the band is called Heart. They were never supposed to be a violent, aggressive band.
No, they didn't want to have an electric guitar. They wanted it to be a nice guitar.
We could do a really pretty, a electric, clean tone guitar that's just draws you in, and it makes you really want to learn about this sweet fish.
Yeah, and maybe it's a bit educational. It's sensual, but you're learning together. You're learning about each other's bodies.
Yeah, you're sort of discovering.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm pulling up these lyrics right now.
Please do.
So this ain't the end. I saw you again today. That seems fine.
Well, we have to keep in. Okay, so what's important about going through these lyrics is you have to listen to them, and I'm speaking directly to our listener now. Is you have to appreciate these lyrics in the context of Ann Wilson and the where she was at in her life. Obviously, madly in love with a fish. And we can't judge that because when this song was written, that was just standard. People loved fish, you know? And while it might not have been socially acceptable to love a barracuda, because people didn't, obviously, we've been over it, people didn't understand what barracuda were all about.
But it's 2020 now.
It's 2020.
You know, we get it.
We get it.
You can love whatever you love.
And I'm sorry that Anne died so long before it was acceptable to love a fish, you know? But that's what happened.
Yeah, it's tragic.
It's tragic.
And maybe that's part of the story that we need to tell.
This is Ann Wilson's redemption song.
Yeah, because a lot of songs don't get into the fact that the person that's singing died because they died after they actually created and recorded the song. But I think it'll be a good perspective to have us take the song, improve on it, and tell the story of the death of the creator of the song.
So do we tell the story of her death, or do we tell the story of... Because I
think both. I think it's the same story. Like, it all intertwines with the Barracuda. Like, the Barracuda, you know, eventually she had to live without the Barracuda.
Yeah.
And that's tragic. It was too much.
And that's what happened to her.
And actually, going back to the first line, the first line is, "So this ain't the end. I saw you again today." I think it's, "So this is the end."
Yeah.
I saw you again today.
That might be one of the edits that the record company threw in there.
Yeah. I don't think that was intended.
Yeah. So I guess we could start by just going through her lyrics and editing them as we see necessary to tell the story that she wanted to tell. You know, so because I think everyone will agree with us. There are no better two people to speak for this woman than you and I.
Yeah, you might think like that somebody closer to her would be better suited for this, but the fact that we're so detached gives us an unbiased perspective. And I think that's what's needed to make the best song.
And the fact is, a lot of people are still like really biased against barracuda and fish in general.
Right.
This sweet, lovable fish.
And
yeah.
Anyway, the next line is, "I had to turn my heart away."
Yeah. I mean, that's just talking about how she was forced to, I mean, like she understood the societal pressures and realized that she would never be accepted, that she loved to fish.
Okay. So no improvements on that?
No, that was kind of her sneaking through her actual viewpoint. I'm glad that she was able to push that line through the edits, you know?
Okay.
That's right. Real.
No way.
Smiled like the sun, kisses for everyone.
Kisses for everyone seems... I think she just wanted to kiss the barracuda.
She really just wanted to kiss that fish.
Yeah, those soft scales.
The soft, supple barracuda lips.
So smiled like the sun. I don't think the sun...
It never has, smiles. And it never will. It never has,
I don't think it's ever smiled, so that seems kind of dumb. I think that's part of the reason this song hasn't aged as well as it maybe could have. So maybe something that does smile, smiled like the barracuda.
Barracudas are always smiling.
Kisses for the barracuda.
Smiled like a fish.
Smiled like a fish.
Kisses for all the fish.
Does she want to kiss every fish though? That's what I.
Well, did she? Okay, this is something I wish that she was sitting here in front of us and we could ask her. But also polyamory, another thing that was looked down upon in 1977 when this song came out, and I wonder, like, maybe she was into all the fish. Maybe it was just one special fish. You know, I can't say, and she's not here to speak, so we have to speak for her.
Right. I was thinking, like, what if we did like summoned her spirit with a Ouija board?
Do you have one on hand?
I was just thinking maybe there's one online.
Oh, like an online Ouija board?
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably a thing. Online.
Yeah, maybe we could get a couple of answers from that.
Ouija board. Okay, I got an online Ouija board right here.
Okay.
Okay, so this isn't, I guess, what I thought it would be. Spirit board simulator. Well, we don't want a simulator. We want the real thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as your answers. Okay, so yeah, we can just ask this thing, I guess, and it'll tell us what's up. This is for anyone that wants, this is brainjar.com's Ouija board, so credit to them. Anyway, I mean, I can assume that Ann Wilson's ghost is...
Yeah,
maybe we should ask.
We should call her in.
Yeah, ask your question. Is Ann Wilson around? Oh
no.
God damn.
Okay, let me try to like call her. 1 sec. Ann, are you here? Ann Wilson? Ann Wilson? Is your spirit here? We're doing your song. We're doing the Barracuda one that you wanted to, when you wanted to like kiss the fish. Are you here now?
Okay, I'll try it. Why
don't you check?
Let me give it a shot. Now? Yep. Oh, damn it.
Okay, let me try again.
Can I?
Hey, Ann. Hey, just like, can you come down, please? It's the fish one. I know you didn't get your you didn't get all your words in. We're gonna make it better.
God, fuck.
She's still not. Okay, maybe we need to. She's here now.
She's here now.
She got
here. Okay. All right.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so we were talking about the sun. We had a
and so I guess we'll just
kisses. Kisses for.
I mean, I could just because this has to still be a podcast. So what do you think? So we'll do. What are we asking her? If she's into all the fish or
smiled
just the
like the
fish?
sun. Yeah. Did she just have her heart set on one fish or all the fish? So
how about this? It is a Ouija board, so it's kind of limited on how you're allowed to respond. But I could just be like, how many fish? Or
how many fish? Yes for all fish, no for one fish.
How many fish? Well, so she can spell stuff, and there is numbers. So maybe she'll give us a number.
Yeah, that would actually help a lot.
How many fish were you in love with? Oh,
you.
U-N.
Hold on, I'm writing this down.
Yeah.
U-N-K.
Oh, it's going to be unknown.
Unknown.
No. She didn't. Okay, so obviously it wasn't just one fish if she doesn't even remember how many fish she loved.
That's interesting. She doesn't know how many fish. Do you think there was some sort of trauma that she went through that maybe like messed with her head? Because this can't just be a coincidence. Maybe there's just so many that she doesn't know how many there are.
So then, okay, so how about I say, was it all the fish?
Oh, yeah, because then there's no way.
Because then she said unknown just because she doesn't know how many fish there are.
Right.
That all makes sense to me.
We were fishing for a number.
Was it all the fish? L. E. A. V. O. Leave.
Okay, like we get you're doing a fun.
Whoa, she's still moving.
Leave.
It's an M. It's gonna be leave me.
Leave me. Okay, are you gonna say leave me alone?
Where are we going?
Leave me.
Oh, leave me.
Leave me.
N.
Leave me.
Oh.
Leave me no.
Leave me now.
Leave me now. Oh. Okay.
Leave me now.
Okay, so we get like she's kind of playing hard to get.
She just doesn't want it to. She doesn't kiss and tell, is what it is. She's classy.
Yeah, she might be a little... Okay, so she said leave me now. Either she, like, doesn't want to talk to us anymore, or this is some cryptic message of, like, the message she's trying to convey.
Oh, I just had a bad thought. Maybe because, okay, so first question I asked was, is Ann Wilson there? God, no. We got a lot of no's. She said the ghost, whatever ghost was around, was not Ann Wilson. And then I said, Ann, are you there? And I didn't specify which Ann.
Oh, no.
So we could be talking to any Ann.
Is it
now.
Anna Kendrick?
It's probably fucking Anna Kendrick, who unfortunately was also killed.
Yeah, she's always doing ghost pranks.
She's always doing ghost pranks. So how about is this Anna Kendrick? Is this Anna Kendrick?
No. Okay, it's not Anna Kendrick.
How many more Annas are there? Ann Richards, Ann Coulter, Ann Rutherford. It's probably Ann Richards, right? Is this Ann Richards?
Is this Ann Richards?
It's fucking
come on.
Oh, come on.
Ann Richards.
Ann Richards.
Are you doing a prank on us?
Ann Richards is always pranking us from the ghost life.
Yeah, and, some would ask, who's Ann Richards? And you would obviously tell me
that it's a former governor of the state of Texas.
Oh,
obviously,
yeah.
You knew that. And everyone listening also knew that.
Yeah. And she, there's a big election coming up, so she's always doing, like, politics.
She's trying to
pranks.
do ghost pranks and
ghost pranks, to get out the vote and whatnot. So that's very
I don't want
funny.
I don't want to sit here and talk and keep talking to Ann Richards. It was nice.
Well, actually, hold on. I do. Because because so Ann Wilson, she could only make Barracuda as well as she did while she was alive.
Yeah.
Right? But she didn't have Ann Richards, Anna Richards, or whatever.
Ann Richards, former governor of the state of Texas.
And I think this former governor, like, if she was born during the time of Hart, she could have made a difference in the song and could have really made it better. Became the governor because she's got ideas, There was
definitely a lot of untapped creative potential from Ann Richards.
Yeah, so I think that we shouldn't dwell on Ann Wilson because she could only go so far with her song Barracuda.
So maybe we take some interviews. We go find some samples of Ann Richards and we sort of splice them into the mix just so that Ann Richards can be a part of this song that she unfortunately wasn't able to be a part of in life.
Yeah. Obviously, her spirit wants her to be a part of the song.
Yeah, she just the thing was she just didn't want to ask because she's too proud.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to summon her unless, like, she had a strong connection with this song or the future version of this song, which we're gonna make.
Yeah. So thank you for being here, Ann Richards. I'm sorry that I almost just sort of blew you off back there, but it is. It's huge to have you here with us.
Yeah.
But so we could just sit here and we could go through every lyric of Hart's Barracuda and adjust it based on what we believe Ann Wilson would have wanted. Mm-hmm. Is that good podcast material? I mean, like, do the people trust us enough to make these decisions already? So do we really have to bother them?
Yeah, I think
with this.
We can probably do this on our own time, and we'll speed through it.
Plus, then it'll be more exciting at the end when you guys get to hear what Ann really wanted to say.
Yeah, it's probably best not to spoil all the goods.
Yeah.
So next up, I guess we should get on to the instruments of it.
Yeah.
And like the musical aspect.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just sort of we can just take Barracuda and just make it better, right?
Yeah, I think every single instrument we have to improve on it in some way.
So the key words that we're running with here are sensual,
sensual,
wet,
yes. Sensual.
Because it's
write some of these down.
Yeah, sensual, wet. We're talking about soft,
Yeah. Ooh, Barracuda.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, maybe deep. Like deep in the ocean, even though
Barracuda, and maybe that's how the song like sounds. Maybe that's how I sing it. I'm like, Barracuda, oh, yeah. Barracuda.
Sing it like right up on the microphone, like
maybe I like the mic a little bit. Barracuda, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're really gonna feel that. They're really gonna feel that. And that's what we're gonna roll with. So I mean, I'll start. I'm thinking about splishy splashies. I'm thinking about just wet music with some clean guitars.
Yeah,
some
wet
harp.
sounds. Maybe like.
Yeah,
Barracuda.
Yeah,
you know, like that. Yeah, maybe we just get everything all wet in there.
Yeah. So let's come back. So I'll start working on music, and you start transcribing this fake lyric sheet into what Ann Wilson really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And what you'll hear in about 5 seconds is what Ann Wilson really wanted when she wrote the song Barracuda. So this is the end. I had to turn my heart away. Smiled like the fish, kisses for all the fish. Fish tails and fish scales. You lying so low in the weeds, I bet you gonna ambush me. You'd have me down, 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 down on my knees. Kiss me, Barracuda, Barracuda kisses. Lips so soft, wetter than water. Orbs swimming from your mouth to mine. Flowing like a stream of piss, like a barracuda kiss. Swim in my mouth. It's your new kissing house. You gonna kiss, 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 kiss to the piss. Ooh, Barracuda, Barracuda, glad I knew ya. Lips so soft and I go right through ya till the current takes me. I'm a fish out of water. I'm drowning in love. Don't need no scuba gear. I got all the air I need when my barracuda's here. I got all the air I need when my barracuda's here. So we're joined as our special guest this week by the ghost of Ann Wilson, the lead singer of the band Heart.
Well, hi.
Hey, yeah. So we just
I'm Ann Wilson, dead singer of the band Heart. Hello.
So
Hello.
I was hoping that we did your song justice here.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it was almost about 97% what I was thinking initially.
Where did we fall short, would you say?
There was more piss in the original, and it was about 4 minutes longer when it came into kind of the electronic jam. It was 4 interrupted minutes of electronic jam, which was very, very controversial in the 70s.
So yeah, we were thinking like back in the day, you know, they used to not have that kind of technology.
No.
You know, I guess when you were making the song, so that our idea was sort of to improve on it. You know, add a little rep.
Quotations improve. Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, and you're saying you didn't like the part about flowing like a stream of piss?
You guys had your fun with trying to get a crack at old Ann Wilson's memory. You tried. It was close. It was close, but I feel like maybe the technology has downgraded since the 70s because I felt a little... Didn't feel as advanced as I thought it would. Whenever I did it initially, it was kind of a sea space opera.
A sea space opera. We were trying to really get across the wetness of the whole thing. But did you record the first time underwater?
Well, did you but I waterboarded myself when I first was singing.
Wow.
Okay, we were definitely missing that.
You can't really sing underwater, but the best thing was I had a neighbor who'd come over with a strong grip. I used to call him Strong Grip Pete, and he used to come over and strap down my face, and I would even ask him, but luckily the microphone was recording, and he started pouring gallons of water on me half thing before, I blacked out. Barracuda was my...
Is that how you died?
No, it was a skiing accident, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
that's a
tragic.
damn shame.
Yeah, we maybe should have captured that one in the song.
Yeah,
I think we missed out on that.
We definitely missed out on the opportunity to talk more about the skiing accident. But
also, if I could critique for one moment.
Sure.
No bubbles. Where were the bubbles at?
I was trying.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
you're right.
I mean, listen. You're swimming through waters and you're pissing and swimming and fucking. There's gonna be bubbles, right?
You're right.
Right.
You know what?
Yeah, I guess so.
They don't teach you that in science class, do they? Apparently not.
No, apparently maybe they did in the 70s.
Piss was more of a metaphor. Just to be fair to
metaphor,
us,
metaphor, or onomatopoeia. These are all words.
And I thought you'd be a little more grateful.
Old Ann Wilson isn't as kind as you thought she would be, huh?
Yeah, not so much.
I guess not.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, fuck. After the screaming success that we had last week,
if I had to give you boys one bit of advice in terms of remaking my music, is don't.
Oh, fuck.
Leave it as it is. When Ann Wilson's on the mic and her sister, who we might have dated briefly in real life. Who knows? We were very close.
You and your own sister?
Right. She was the lead guitarist,
Yeah.
Right. Well, people forget about that. They usually,
Is it possible that the Barracuda being kissed in the song was the sister?
It could very well be.
We were trying to ask you earlier with the Ouija board, and I guess you were having like reception issues or something on your side. But were there multiple fish love interests, or was it just the one?
Wow, the 70s, right? What a crazy time. I think that there was a lot of fins, and there's a lot of fins going in a lot of places, We don't know if it was maybe one fish or two, maybe a couple reptiles in there. Ann Wilson, who is me, got around. There's no beating around the bush. You know what I mean? Just kidding. So we... I watched Dr. Dolittle, which did come out in the 70s on Disney, and I took a lot of inspiration. I felt very sexually thrilled by that movie, and I found that the fish were, how you might say, erotic in nature. And to pinpoint one fish is to do disservice to all the many aquatic creatures that swam across my canals, if you know what I mean, which is my pussy.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, well, so,
you
had some say.
No, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I guess
not much of an interview, huh? If you got the ghost of Ann Wilson, and you're staggering all over your words.
Yeah, no, we didn't really have a lot of. Honestly, I thought you'd just be more grateful, given the how you parted the earth, and
I thought we were conveying the message that you weren't able to convey, like while you were alive.
I think
so
you did.
It's sort of disheartening to.
You did.
I mean,
you conveyed the message. I'm just letting you know that Ann Wilson's still on top. You can imitate, you can have fun, but
we sat here and we tried to. I mean, we were thinking like, what is the best classic rock song? We landed on Barracuda, your song, and then
Abracadabra,
we were like,
Steve Miller Band.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'd probably if I was a betting woman, which I spent a lot of time in Vegas, I'd probably say Abracadabra by Steve Miller Band. Yeah.
Okay. So we should have done Steve Miller then instead, right?
Well, I think it's a good song choice, but I just if I'm being honest, I don't want to come on here and be self-boastful, especially for the afterlife, right?
Well, I mean, obviously you fucked up. You're still around.
Okay. Well, let's watch your mouth.
Hey, I mean, look, I'm saying, what I'm saying is, like, I thought we were doing you a service. I thought we were getting your words out into the open. You took the wind right out of my sails. We were coming off a big win from last week. We thought we were going to, like, oh, well, we'll do Ann Wilson proud, and then this.
Yeah. I was hoping maybe you'd like the rap verse that we threw in there.
You guys didn't really have rapping technology in the 70s, so.
Yeah, I was hoping maybe you'd be a little bit more jazzed up about the fact that we were talking about kissing all the Barracudas, and you didn't really get to say that before.
If you've got any parting words for us besides just more hate speech and
anything to promote?
Anything to promote? What have you been working on lately?
Okay, well, I don't like the laughter after that. Insinuating that I don't have things going on in the afterlife. Well, let me tell you something. I was going to tell you guys what the afterlife was like, and now I'm not going to.
Oh, darn.
Oh, you were going to let us in on the secrets?
Well, I mean, some of them. I don't know. I didn't pay the primo price. I mean, I don't know what. Are you guys rich?
Oh, is it like a subscription service?
Once again, I'm not just gonna hand it to you, right? But you sound poor. Are you poor?
I'm a little poor.
Okay. Well,
I feel like once some of our other
that. Yikes.
So it was like the Egyptians kind of had something where they're like, oh, you bury them with all their money, and then they're kind of balling out.
The Egyptians there's a parking lot to heaven that you have to get through. It's a very long thing. It's kind of like going to a stadium for a concert, right? And the Egyptians had it all wrong. Way out of left field, let me tell you. They're basically sleeping in the parking lot. Yep, old Ann Wilson has a good spot. Let me just tell you that. So, there's various other cultures that I could probably talk about, but it might be a tad dicey.
Yeah, I'm glad that even given that you died so many years ago, you're still up with sort of the social.
Well, I mean, I am progressive. I have sex with fish.
Barracuda, glad I knew ya. Lips so soft, I may go right through ya till the current takes me. I'm a fish.